You can say that on air. Joe doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, I'm gonna.
And that's when I'm gonna cut in 20 seconds of Joe.
What's up, guys? How you doing today? And welcome to another episode of JDTCo. Well, I got your attention. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, because Friday we're giving away a lot of tools. Free Tool Friday. And we're gonna get ready. We're gonna announce a big giveaway we're gonna do, but we're not gonna do it today because we're down a crew member, and the set is very small and lonely and sad. Notice this is a one-camera shoot because A, Nick Jr. has left the country, and B, Joe's lazy. That's right. Tonight I'm going out to dinner with Joe and his lovely bride, and we're gonna have a little sit down. I'm gonna straighten him out in front of her. Is Danny a Joe fan?
Danny's a Joe fan. Of course she's a Joe fan.
I like Joe's wife's a sweetheart. She is an angel ascended from heaven. Ascended? Descended.
Descended.
Descended from heaven.
Yeah.
Okay. Danny is an angel ascended from heaven down to
Descended.
Danny is an angel who descended from heaven to hook up with Joe. Joe, the good news is you can cut all this out. All right, listen to me.
Or leave it in.
Or leave it in. Okay, let's talk tools. Hey guys, good news is Home Depot is putting a lot of companies out of business and trying to keep the market tilted in their favor. Est Wing being one of them. But the good news is we did close out them and bought a bunch of sledgehammers from them. And I bought like 2 pallets of these. And the good news is they're almost gone, but we need to get rid of them to make room because we have a lot of stuff coming in. We have 2 big orders coming in, 3 big orders coming in, and we need to make room. Okay? I don't want the floor to fall. You know how much these things weigh? Sorry, Joe. This is the last of the 12 pounders. By the time you see this video, they're probably going to be gone. We sold out of 14 pounders. And we do have a couple 6 pounders left, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to last it. But what am I going to do? I want to talk about something. I have to talk about the hammers. And if you need them, this is how much, Joe? 79?
Yes, sir.
59.
Yeah.
79, 59. When these are gone, I have a couple more left of other various sizes, but not many. Yeah, I think this might be the last of them, actually. I gotta see what we have. It's very confusing to sort through the hammer pile because they're all wrapped in plastic and they're hard to see how many pounds they are. Hey guys, let's talk about the tool industry. I'm tired of, let me tell you something. The tool business is the most corrupt industry in the world. Do you know that, Joe?
I could believe it.
It really is. There's so much corruption going on, and I'm trying to play nice before I expose everything. Okay, we've recently got a lot of good new vendors to get deals for us, but there's a lot of vendors that are really holding out, and they're really hurting the market. And I'll tell you why. I don't want to mention any names because the way the tool business is ran, I'm gonna give you a snippet of it. It's a 3-step system. Big companies, I don't want to mention any names, sell to warehouses and they won't sell direct to dealers. But meanwhile, the warehouses are like, I'm selling hundreds of these. And they're not selling nothing. I'm buying them. So when you say, hey guys, I need to order more, the warehouse is like, well, if you buy 200, we'll get them for you. Well, why can't I buy them direct and get 200? Why do I have to give the warehouse to make them seem like superstars where they pin a chest on their metal, like we're your best, we sell all your tools, but they ain't selling shit. I am. What, Joe?
Oh, you're right.
I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to burn any bridges just yet, Joe, but the gasoline can is full. The Zippo lighter is also full. The cap is popped off, Joe. My finger's on the wheel, Joe.
Oh, boy.
Okay? See, Joe? If you had had the other camera set up, because you're being a little lazy today, that would have been perfect, right or wrong?
Yeah, it would have been.
Guys, the world is changing. The tool business is changing. Meanwhile, these companies, they put all their stuff on Amazon, sell direct anyway, right? So they've already cut out the warehouse, but the warehouse won't cut them out. Everybody's got a sword to everybody's neck, Joe, in this business. We reached out to some of these companies too, and you know what they said? We have to see what kind of business you are. What kind of business I am.
Meanwhile, they watch our videos.
Yeah, everybody watched our video show. All right, Joe, let's start talking more tools. And we do have some really good deals from our friends at Mayhew. We have the stud extractor. Right, Joe? How much is this? $65.95, I believe?
Yes.
This is the world's best stud extractor. Everybody else copied it, but this is the first company to come out with it. Actually, I believe Asamacher or Hazit was the first to come out with it, and they're the first person to copy it and make a viable copy of it. I believe the original intended purpose of this was the head studs on a Porsche 944, I believe. I could be wrong. Fact check me. If I'm wrong, put in the comments below. But we sold a lot of these yesterday. And we also have the 1/2" and 3/8 shake and brake deal. Combo, get both, right, Joe?
Right.
How much are they?
Hold on, let me check my paper. $35.95.
$35.95. We missed Nick, because Nick knows this stuff usually.
Yeah.
Joe, it was funny. I'll tell you a funny story. Yesterday we had to send out some Easy Red wrench racks, magnetic wrench racks. So the guy ordered 4 of them.
Wait, don't tell this story, because Nick's going to yell at us.
Oh, I'm going to tell the story. This is a great story, Joe. So we scoured. So we had 2 on the shelf. We had 1 in the front out of the box. We had 3. Guy needed 4. So what do? We couldn't ship the guy's tools. We had to send him out of a warehouse. You know, pay for shipping. It was a very non-profitable transaction. and it already shipped. So a couple hours later, right? I'm looking at Joe's behind the desk in Nick's seat, Nick's usually there, but Nick's lollygagging around the
Amalfi Coast.
The Amalfi Coast in Italy, having a time of his life. And stop sending me pictures. I'm tired of seeing them. What? And in front of Joe, there's a stack. I mean, literally, there's probably 12, 15 of them there.
Yeah.
Right in his eyesight for 8 hours a day for the last week and a half.
What's up, guys? Joe here, and I'll be the first to admit that I miss things that are in front of my face all the time. And sometimes it's the same way with the things of God. You know, sometimes I get so wrapped up in circumstance, so wrapped up in desire, that I look over all the provision that God has given me to bless me. And, you know, that's when I fall into patterns of stress and anxiety and feel overwhelmed and lost. But it's those times that I have to remember that I need to slow down, I need to take a step back, and I need to bring my focus back to God and what His will for my life really is. And that's where I find peace and joy. So if that's you right now, if you feel a little lost, if you feel a little overwhelmed, just stop, slow down, take a step back, and focus on what God is giving you every day. Focus on those blessings. So I hope you guys find encouragement, and I hope you guys, as always, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, Joe. All right. Back to tools. Okay. Oh, let me tell you something, guys. And I wish I could show them to you, but we posted them and they sold out in one day. We had a Mayhew pry bar deal to die for. But I have more coming in, and it went absolutely bonkers viral. Is that a word, Joe? Bonkers viral?
Yeah.
I made it up just now, Joe. I'm like a cat.
It's good at trending.
But the good news is I have more coming in. So I don't want to talk about it and tell you what it is, because hopefully the next video they will be here and I will show you them, the deal. Also, the punch and chisel set we did with them went absolutely, what, Joe?
Viral. Bonkers viral.
Bonkers viral, Joe. So I would show them to you, but they're not here. They will be here shortly. And listen, I've been doing a lot of spring cleaning, because usually I'm in the tool truck a couple days a week, but since Nick is lollygagging around the Amalfi Coast, I am currently doing some spring cleaning, making room for new tools. And I did find these last week. These are monster clip remover sets. Long boys, short boys. It's kind of like a Dachshund and a Beagle. Or Vienna and Jasper. Because Vienna is longer than Jasper. Do you know that?
Yeah, she's getting pretty big.
She's long. She is longer than Jasper. Jasper used to be the long boy. Well, she's the longer girl. How much are these, Joe?
Both of them are $49.
$49 for 2 sets. That's a pretty good deal. Okay. And I was cleaning back there, I found like 2 full cases of these. Because when this company went out of business, we bought a ton of stuff on closeout. We have a shelf full of these. These are the Gear Wrench oxygen sensor socket set. And these are, how much, Joe? $69, right?
Yep.
Even I remember that. And I have a shelf full of them. I have to get these out the door. I need to make room. We have a lot of inventory coming in. Speaking of a lot of inventory, I don't have a lot, but we've been ordering a lot of these. And these have been a very good seller. I think we sold over 150 of them at this point, maybe closer to 200. And the most popular color is orange, followed by green, blue coming in third. So when everybody's always saying blue is the new green, I can't tell. You, Joe?
No.
Right? Hey, Joe, speaking of shills, hang on. I'll be right back. As most of you know, we sell a lot of Milwaukee tools, right?
I would think so.
We pack a lot of Milwaukee tools,
Yeah,
we sell a lot of Milwaukee tools. And I think it's one of the best tools you could possibly get in the world. I could be wrong, but you know what? On this one, I think I'm right. But I was on Facebook the other day, and I seen this big post ad for Hercules, which I believe is the the Harbor Freight brand of cordless tools. And they have a big display, and it says, Paul Jr., it's a quote, with the things.
Yeah.
Remember people used to do that?
Air quotes?
Air quotes, like, dude, get a life. Anyway, I sold all my Milwaukee tools and now use just Hercules. Paul Jr. You know who Paul Jr. is?
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have a TV show anymore. Because he doesn't use real tools.
I'm like, bro, stop. Stop with your lies.
When was the last time he was relevant?
Hang on. He hasn't been relevant in years. They destroyed the chopper market. I was a big chopper guy back in the days before these clowns came and destroyed the whole industry. It was funny. I'm saying to myself, well, first of all, you ain't ever sold anything in your life. If he was really gonna like just make the check, just say he's like, you know, this is trash, I'm going to Hercules. Do you think he would actually go sell his tools? No, he would throw them away or give them away. He wouldn't sell the shit. Second of all, he's a paid shill. He'll shill anything you want. I'll never forget when he first broke from business with his dad. The first thing he designed was a barbecue for Coleman. His big contribution was, we should chrome the wheels. The guy's a what? So yeah, so now he's promoting Harbor Freight tools. And it's funny because, like, as far as I'm concerned, the whole tool industry is a bunch of paid shills. What's going on with all these what do they call? They're called industry of what the hell? I wish Nick was here. He would.
Influencer.
These influencers. There's a name for them. I forget what it is. We'll figure it out. But yeah, they're like, we're not paid. We're not paid. We're just talking about how good this product is. You're a paid shill. Come on, man. It's crazy. It's even like, I forget his name. I can't think of his name, but he's a big YouTuber. And he shills for every tool company, manufacturer in the world. I mean, whether it's Snap-on, Mac, or Mako, and he's like, my Mako box isn't big enough anymore. I had to add on. What did I get? I bought the Harbor Freight Icon box, because now Harbor Freight Icon is the best company in the world. You know why, Joe?
Why?
They cut the check.
True story.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's crazy. There's all these shills getting free tools out there, and I'm the asshole who wants to pay for stuff, and I can't get it.
What about that TopDon?
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. See, I got sidetracked.
That's probably one of the best tools on the table, besides the Milwaukee.
And it is, Joe. I like Top. Let me tell you something. And there's companies out there who I can't stand, and I don't want to mention anybody's name, but there's a lot of companies, and we sell a lot of their products, but I don't like them. I like TopDon.
And no, we're not getting paid by TopDon.
Listen. Remember, Joel, what I wanted was that little adapter for the chargers at the tool show? And I was like, I'll come back and get it later. And I haven't even gotten one of them from them guys yet. But that doesn't matter, Joe. I like the company. I like the people who it's ran by. They're good people. And you could talk to them, and they don't talk down on you. They're not condescending. Like a lot of these companies we deal with are what, Joe? Condescending. Anyway. And what TopDon's doing in the industry is they're coming out with a lot of products and a lot of new products and a lot of products that are crossing over. And this was one of the most impressive things. This is a booster pack. This is a 2200 milliamp booster pack. And what's nice about this, it's also a battery tester. So when you walk over to your car and you want to, and I made a mistake last week. I'm going to tell you the story in a second. And when you walk over to your car is dead. You start to charge it, but you could test your battery and then start your car, and you can find out right away if your car has a faulty battery or just needs a little zip. Joe, when do we need this, Joe?
We needed it last week when your battery supposedly sulfated. About 14 times.
I went to pick my car up at the car location that I park it at, and the battery was dead. And you would have thought I should have junked the car. The guy was like, "Oh my God, you got to get a flat bed. It's got to go to the dealer. This thing, it's not." I'm like, "Dude, it needs a jump start. It needs a jump start. That's it. Your battery's sulfated. Okay, my battery's sulfated. It's a fairly new Porsche, and this guy's like, I don't think it's gonna start. I think you gotta go to the dealer." I'm like, "Dude, it needs a battery charger on it." And I put the battery charger on and it started. And what I do the next day, Joe?
You got a new battery.
I put a new battery in it because I like my stuff to run, Joe.
You had a battery waiting on our way to the car loft.
I called my mechanic, shout out Dom Rotundo, right?
True story.
And the battery was ordered before I even got to the goddamn place. The guy's, "You got to get a mechanic. You got to do." I go, "Bro, relax. I might know a few mechanics." Shout out Victor who put the battery in.
It was like the whole place was burning down.
Oh, and it was funny.
Wild.
It's a car storage place, and they stored about 150 cars in this place. And everyone, and listen to me, my car is a junk. There's Lamborghinis, there's Ferraris, there's Rolls Royces.
Was there a Model T in there?
There's a Model T in there. There's every car known to man in here. 150 of them in storage. So I would think once in a while they might encounter a car with a dead battery, right, Joe?
Yeah.
And nothing for nothing, it came out with a Play School battery, a booster pack. I don't even want to talk about that, Joe. I erased it from my memory.
We'll try again tonight.
Well, anyway, we're gonna go there tonight. We're gonna have dinner there, smoke cigars, play pinball, and change the world. All right, guys, listen to me. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm getting a little wound up because the tool business is a cesspool. You think our government is corrupt and ran by a bunch of incompetent idiots? You should look into the tool business. And it's a shame. There's a lot of good companies out there, a lot of fantastic companies. And I don't want to get into which the good ones are because I think we all know who the good ones are. But there's a lot of shitty ones out there that manipulate the market, control the prices. And it's funny. Now I'm getting off track. We have, and I'm not going to mention their name, we have a company that we've been battling for years, selling under MSRP. But now they're like, "Oh, we'll sell direct to you, but you got to promise to not sell under MSRP." Oh, that's fine, holes, because when we sign an agreement with you, now we have to abide by rules. But if I'm just a vendor buying from anywhere else, I can sell it wherever I want. Joe, I promise you, before this is all done, I will have a class action lawsuit against a few different companies. What do you think about that?
I can't wait. Seriously.
Guys, you're breaking the law. You can't do that. Right?
Someone's got to keep these people in check. It's checks and balances.
Oh, my God. I need to if you're a class action lawyer out there, contact me. Please. I'm ready to... Joe, you see? I wanted to do a nice, easy video, not yell, not scream, and get wound up. And what did you do, Joe? You got me wound up.
Sorry.
Okay? I blame this on you. And this is when I sit down and talk to your wife tonight. I'm going to cover all the... I'm taking notes, Joe. I'm taking notes. Like we always say, come for the price and stay for the shit show. Peace!